Today, we're at Geyser Point Bar Grill at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and we're on a mission to find out if they really serve the best burger on Disney property. We're going to dive into the famous Bison Cheeseburger and see, does it really live up to the hype? Before we even ordered our drinks, 2 other people at the bar told us that we could not miss this burger.
One of the things I love, there's an appropriate amount of bacon on here.
While we're here, we also sample some of the other unique eats and drinks, while enjoying some of the most scenic views. So, is the Bison Burger at Geyser Point Bar and Grill really the best burger on Disney property? Stick around to find out if we think so too. Geyser Point can be a little hard to get to if you're not already staying at the Wilderness Lodge. And that's because there is no direct service from the Transportation and Ticket Center to the Wilderness Lodge. After you get to the Transportation and Ticket Center, you've got 2 choices. You can either take the monorail or the ferry over to the Magic Kingdom. From there, the best option usually is to go ahead and take another ferry back to the Wilderness Lodge, or you could choose to take a bus. Either one of these options takes about 30 minutes, so try not to be in too much of a rush. If you were hoping to drive right to Wilderness Lodge to go to Geyser Point, that's probably not going to be an option. Unfortunately, Geyser Point does not take reservations, which means that you're not able to check in with a reservation at the front gate. So normally, you'll be turned away at the guardhouse.
I'm so old. I remember when this was River Country. Now it's Wilderness Lodge.
So old.
I know, this resort is so picturesque.
Yeah, it really does just feel like a cabin plopped down in the middle of the woods. A humongous
one.
cabin. I think we go this way.
I think so. Yeah, because here's the geysers.
Yep.
I think we go in here. That side is more picturesque, but I think we're going to sit at the bar. Because I think you need...
Well, we'll just ask.
Yeah.
See what we can get. I would rather sit at the table,
bar
but...
is, wow, it is super busy.
Okay. Well,
So far the drinks are good. Everybody has been telling us that the Bison Burger is the best on property.
that is what we've heard. So, you know what? We're going to put that to the test.
We are going to put that to the test.
We also got the charcuterie board. I'm a fan of a good charcuterie board.
They went ahead and just split this in half for us, which I really appreciate.
It's very, very good. It's nice and juicy. They've got this sweetness from this Marionberry, which apparently is similar to a blackberry. Nice onion straws, a good little mix of bacon in there. Yeah, that's a good burger.
I would agree with that statement. I think this is the best burger on property. One of the things I love, there's an appropriate amount of bacon on here. And I really like the sweetness that's coming from the moistened berries.
Marionberry.
I'm sorry, Marionberries. Delicious. I would totally get this again. Was that the best burger you've ever had on Disney property?
I think so.
Yeah, it was super good. I don't think we would confuse it necessarily with beef. I know bison traditionally is a lot leaner than beef. So the bacon really helps add that umami flavor from the fat to it.
I do agree that the actual burger was maybe a little drier than what you would expect, but everything just happened to work together.
All the sauces, the cheese, they put a nice sharp cheddar on it, which really cuts through. Sometimes I feel like cheese gets lost, but that one was really good.
Yep, and then the fries were, basic, McDonald's tasting fries, which
is not a
bad thing.
How are you enjoying the charcuterie?
It's very good. Normally you find a charcuterie with crackers and not bread, but it's a nice toasted crunchy bread.
Interesting to see toast points on it.
I mean, a lot of times in charcuterie you find both, but this one just has the bread. But it's very good. This prosciutto is really nice and flavorful, good big slices of it. And this is some sort of like a Parmesan, I would guess some sort of hard cheese. It all went together beautifully. Dissect it. Don't worry, honey. I'll let you have all the olives.
And the pickles?
No, that is not what I said.
Alright. Go ahead and get some of this.
Oops, that didn't happen.
I remember my first time eating charcuterie.
We're gonna get it, I promise. We're not those people. Oh, thank you so much.
I guess we are those people. I kind of like it on the bread instead of the crackers. It adds a lot of chew to it. It feels almost like a meal.
That's the new seasonal we just got in.
Super good.
Called Summer Fed.
For the Bison Burger, how many wallet and $1 would you give that?
Ooh, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd give that a 5 out of 5. It's super good. It is $23.
Yep.
We'll flash the price up, but totally worth it. We ended up splitting that and the
Charcuterie board.
charcuterie.
What would you give the charcuterie board?
I'd give the charcuterie board a 5. That was a super good. Super good. That's going to be our first merch. You should. I like how it was all toast. It kind of draws it into the idea of the I guess that's more in line with the like cabiny thing instead of crackers.
You don't eat crackers in the wilderness.
I guess. I don't know, but it was good. If you're someone who's into beers, the nice part here at Geyser Point, they have 10 different beers on tap.
So what did we order for dessert?
They tried to trick us into ordering the chocolate. I say trick because I didn't want it, and he sold it hard.
I tried to trick him too, because I wanted it.
But we ended up getting the sorbet that is supposed to be an apple cider.
I mean, I agree. I'm pretty full, so it sounded like an apple cider sorbet. Sounds like a nice finish to the meal. Yeah, that's really apple cider sorbet. When you look at it, it almost looks like a popsicle. Like I saw it and thought, oh, it looks like it's almost frozen, like it's gonna be all icy, you know. But it's nice and smooth, and it tastes like a spiced cider, but in sorbet form. I like it.
This is really gonna be my fault depending on how this was, because I was the one that said this is what we should get instead of the chocolate. That's really good. It's so weird. It's so surprising that you get like spiced apple cider out of it, but a sorbet. It's exactly what I wanted after this meal. Just something light. How many wallet and $1 would you give that?
It's good. It's just not my favorite. I'm gonna give it a 3.
I'm gonna give that one a 3 too. I really wish instead of the white chocolate actually detracted from it. I wish they had just done like some like cinnamon crumbles or something like that, something more in line with apple cider, because white chocolate and apple cider don't really go together.
Yeah, it was just kind of plasticky, and it doesn't melt. And
Like I still have the white chocolate stuck to my teeth.
Yep, Wilderness Lodge is so I'm a Floridian, a Central Floridian, born and raised. And yes, until I met my lovely husband here, Wilderness Lodge is the only Disney resort that I can ever remember staying at. We were not a resort theme park family growing up.
We never stayed at the Wilderness Lodge when I was little, but we used to stay at the Fort Wilderness Campground like every year. So, and again, when I first started coming, this was all river country, and I still remember going to Discovery Island as a kid. Kind of cool. I think if you look at the map, just shows an island out there. I don't think it calls it Discovery Island anymore.
Well,
Ultimately, for Geyser Point Bar and Grill, was the wand worth the wallet?
A resounding yes. This is by far the most beautiful waterfront bar that I have ever been to.
And do you really think that the burger is the best on Disney property?
Well, I can't claim to have tried them all, but I've tried a fair few, and I'm gonna give that a solid yes. But next time, I get to pick the dessert.
Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please give us a like. And consider subscribing. It really helps our little channel.
And if you want to follow along for more of our Disney dining videos, click the playlist right there.